Welcome back, folks. So today we are going to take a look at the Stealth 12-gallon air compressor here. They say 80% quieter than all the other national leading brands, 3 times longer service life due to the induction motor, noise less than 70 decibels, so I'm going to be very interested to see how that pans out. We also have a dual coupler there where we can use two tools. We also have a regulator where we can adjust the air pressure going to the tool. And also too, there's a list there we'll get into in a minute of the different air tools that you can use this for. And yes, so it sounds like a lot of positive things. Let's check it out and take a closer look. Whenever you get it out of the box here, pretty simple. There is a list of tools that it will not work for. And that is do-it-yourself paint sprayers, a cutoff tool, and sanders. So pretty much looks like most other stuff it works on. Give you a look right there. And then in the box too, you've got instructions. I found the instructions here were pretty thorough overall. Pretty much everything you would need to know. Also too, for a lot of folks, if you're just getting into air compressors or stuff like that, if you're not used to using a bigger air compressor like this, you just need to use caution when you use compressed air. Not a toy to be played around with and all that. They cover that in the owner's manual here. Also too, there's troubleshooting and different things, how to operate it, all that. We'll get into that once we get started. There is one little bit of assembly that you need to do. There's 2 air filters that come with it. We need to screw those in, and also too, it talks about keeping them clean. So especially if you use this air compressor quite often, to make sure that you clean these out. So they talk about basically blowing them out every week or so if you're using the air compressor a lot, or blow them out on a regular basis. So let's get these installed. Started the air filters on here, but basically they just need screwed in. And that is the only assembly that you have to do with this, so makes that pretty easy. Also the handle here, if you want to drop this out of the way, there's these 2 wig nuts here. You can just undo those, and then the handle here just slides down if you want to get it out of the way. It looks like you can take it, remove it entirely if you want to. One of the things they ask you to do is to go ahead and break in the pump. So the first thing is, they said set the operating switch to off, open the tank drain valve counterclockwise down here at the bottom. You'll see that that little nubbin down there at the bottom. So we went ahead and turned that counterclockwise. Then the other thing it says is to turn the air pressure regulator clockwise until it stops. Plug in the power cord and then set the on and off switch to on position, and then the compressor will start. Run the compressor for 3 to 5 minutes, and then they say if there's any reason why if the compressor will not run or something like that, call the toll-free hotline, so on and so forth. And then it says after 3 to 5 minutes, turn off the on-off switch and close the tank drain valve. And then set the on-off switch to the on position. The air receiver will fill to cutout pressure. Then the compressor's motor will stop. The compressor is now ready for use. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get it going. So we're going to let that run for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we ran it for 5 minutes and did exactly as the instructions said. So we have it now technically broke in, and so once that was done, switched it to the off position there, and then the valve down there at the bottom, went ahead and turned that clockwise and closed the valve back up. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and switch it back to the on position and fill it up with air. And yeah, compared to a lot of air compressors I've used before, it's not, you know, you can hear the compressor working, but it's not obnoxious. Folks, I went ahead and plugged in a hose. One thing I found with it is the connection here, at least with my hose, it locked in real nice. I've had that issue before with some other air compressors where different hoses and stuff, they don't, I don't know, they're just kind of a pain to lock in. This seemed to kind of lock in perfectly. And then the other thing too was I like the regulator here. I was able to dial it up just nice and slow. Right now I'm at 90 PSI, and I'm filling up this bike tire here. And I just found it real easy. You just kind of gradually adjust it, and you'll hear it kind of go up and up. And it'll just hold, you know, pretty much what you want for that tool, which is perfect because I have a couple of tools and stuff where you can't go past a certain PSI. So that is going to be perfect. And yeah, so far working good. So anyways, I'm just airing up this bike tire here, and everything's going good. And the air compressor's not doing too bad. We got our tool here. And yeah, that 12-gallon tank should provide plenty of air. Fill up a bike tire without coming on. Whoop, don't get away from me there. All right, folks, we'll try it out with some other air tools. One of my favorite here is the Tornador tool for cleaning out air mats and carpets and stuff like that. With our Stealth air compressor here, what do we think at the end of the day? Well, so far very happy with it. I've been testing it out with a bunch of different air tools, and it has worked perfectly, no problems whatsoever. I like the regulator on it, that works real good, and it's just easy to adjust to whatever air pressure you need for your tool. You can dial it up and down as you need to. That works great. The 12-gallon tank has plenty of air in it where it doesn't have to click on all the time either. And when it does come on, it's not excessively noisy or obnoxious or anything like that. So that's a good thing too. Overall, everything is easy to operate. It's just very simple, and it just works, and that's what we want. Draining out the tank also is not a big deal either. So works really well. Very happy with it. Definitely check this out.